Don't call this a Dremel, it's so much more. Hi, I'm James, and this video is just going to go over the very basics of using the flexible shaft machine, or affectionately called the flex shaft. And predominantly this will be geared towards beginning students, but certainly it's always great to have a refresher. For our beginners at the University of North Texas, we have a little kit that we give them that includes a variety of different polishing wheels, as well as a separating disc, a heatless grinding wheel, and then some mandrels for the different polishing wheels as well. So the big thing to keep in mind is that the different colors correspond to the different coarseness of the grits. And so in with this set from Advantage, the blue is the coarsest, and then it goes to the black is the medium, and then the brown is the finest grit. So you want to keep that in mind if you're going to be using any of these for polishing small areas of pieces. Also, this is just a fantastic reference. It does get into some more intermediate and advanced stone setting approaches, but what I particularly appreciate is the listing of all the different kinds of burrs and flex shaft tools that you may not have even realized existed. So if you enjoy using this in your studio, this is definitely a must-have book just to refer to, with proper names of all the different burrs and tools and everything. And so let's just get into just some basics of using some burrs and tools in the flex shaft machine. Okay, hopefully you can see this setup a little bit better, just a little bit up close. As you can see, I've screwed down a little holder for the most commonly used flex shaft tools that I use at my own bench processes. So with drill bits and wire wheels and different abrasives and things like that. So just to go over the basics, you want to make sure, so this is powered by a rheostat pedal. So you want to make sure as you're putting tools in or anything that you're not anywhere near stepping on the pedal. And you want to have your chuck key and whatever tool you're going to work with. So I'm going to start with the heatless grinding wheel first, just to see what that looks like. So you want to make sure that the mandrel is centered between the three jaws of the chuck. Use your chuck key to tighten it in there. And I just make sure that it's in the center there. And so holding it however is comfortable, I tend to hold it sort of like a giant pen, and you want to secure your work piece. And so let's say I just had a little bit of a solder flood, and I'm going to start in with the grinding wheel to eliminate that. You want to make sure that you have eye protection if you're doing any amount of work. Also that you have a dust mask on. I'm not wearing a dust mask because I'm just going to do a couple quick samples. So I'm securing the workpiece, have the piece in this hand, and I'm controlling the amount of speed with the foot pedal. So remember, it's a rheostat, so like a gas pedal on a car. It's not just an on-off switch, so you can control the speed there. And you can see very quickly that the grinding wheel is going to leave a very coarse texture, but is going to grind off any, let's say, solder floods or something like that. But this is really the first step in a rough cleanup process. And because it's a power tool, you can dig in very quickly. So you want to use a light touch. I tend to do kind of a touch and go approach of things, just to make sure I don't heat up the metal too much or dig in too far. And then we can go to a different kind of rubberized abrasive just to compare that. So we'll go to this polisher point. And different mandrels will have different diameters, so sometimes it's faster or slower to go in and change it. So again, I'm holding, and just in comparison to the rougher grinding wheel, polishing off some of that patina there. And you can see the difference in the finish there with the roughness of the grinding wheel versus the polishing point. And if you're doing a finer finish, again, you want to go through those different levels of abrasives. And there's really so many tools and so many products out there that depending on the specific type of work that you're doing and the finish that you need on your piece, you can acquire quite a collection of them. And I'm going to do another video that gets into more specialized kind of techniques. You can certainly use the flex shaft for drilling. And I tend to do that when it's a piece that either it's not critical that the hole is exactly perpendicular to the surface of the metal like you would get from a drill press, or it's a piece that's more difficult to hold at the drill press, or other kinds of situations where it's not appropriate to work at the drill press. So hope this gets you started with things. I guess we can... we'll try a little wire wheel just to show you the difference there in a finish. And you can also use different brushes that you can apply polishing compounds to. That's what I have this brush here for. And just as a contrast, we have the wire wheel here. You can see it doesn't remove nearly as much as, and then sometimes won't even completely take off a patina, but just gives a nice sort of semi-shiny, mostly matte finish. You can see it burnishing more there, and in comparison to the different textures of the grinding point or the grinding wheel there. So hope this gives you a starting point and that you get comfortable and find the way that you need to use the flex shaft best for whatever you need to finish on your project. So good luck. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can hear from me when I post future videos. Thanks for stopping by.